Kia ora and welcome back. My name's ZoeStibi, your vocal coach for today. And in today's video, I have the absolute pleasure of taking a look at Ian Gillan in Jesus Christ Superstar. Thank you so much to Henry Ruiz, who suggested that I take a look at this song as part of my minor month, where I look at songs only in the minor key leading up to Halloween. Now, this isn't a first listen. No, I am a huge fan of Jesus Christ Superstar. But this is going to be more of an analysis of his vocal technique. So let's see what he's up to.
I'm not as sure as when.
I just want to say, if you want to start your singing journey or you're looking to start singing lessons, check out the description below for my brand new online singing course, The Fundamentals of Singing. It is out now. Get your free singing lesson by signing up for the mailing list as well. Why not? It's free.
Only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burn me. I have changed, I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man?
Can we just take a minute to go? The one thing that really stands out, there's like loads of things, but the main thing that really stands out for me, and especially like I love Jesus Christ Superstar, and I love this song. I love the way that he's connecting with the lyrics and he's bringing across the meaning of the lyrics without overdoing it. I really want to take a look at how is he connecting with that lovely thick vocal fold chest voice sound in the next portion, because like Gethsemene, let's get us some mini. This doesn't even work. It's
like 30, could you ask as much from any other man? But if I die, see the saga through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I'd wanna know, my God. I'd wanna know, my God. I'd wanna see, my God. I'd wanna see, my God. Why I should die. Would I be more noticed than I ever was before? Would the things I've said and done matter anymore? I'd have to know my Lord. I'd have to know my Lord. I'd have to see my Lord. I'd have to see my Lord. If I die, what will be my reward? If I die, what will be my reward? Have to know my Lord. Have to know my Lord.
I promise you, before you're like, you stopped it right in the middle of a riff, we're going to go back and have a look at that whole screaming part. I just find this a really excellent example of how he's using the onsets or the start of the tone to help him access that thick vocal fold sound or that chest voice sound. I'm well aware he's probably not even thinking of it. He's probably just doing it automatically. But if you're looking to sound more like this or more like lovely and strong down in the lower part of your range, you can use those glottal onsets in order to access that thick vocal fold sound. Now, what is a glottal onset? Now, the space between your vocal folds is called the glottis. And when you close the glottis or close the vocal folds before you start the note, then that is called a glottal onset. So if I go e, a, o, u, those are glottal onsets. So he's doing that, I have to know, my Lord. That's an excellent way for you to access that chest voice sound if you're struggling with that sort of mid part of the range before your passaggio. But let's go back and have a look at that big scream section. We'll have a look at how can you scream like that in the next section.
My love, have to know my love. Should I die? Oh, why should I die? Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little of your omnipresent reign. Show me there's a reason for your wanting me to die. You're far too keen on where and how and not so hot on where. All right. Just watch me die. See how I die. See how I die. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired.
Okay, but I'm going to go back to the start of that verse. I just wanted to touch on, he does that whole like screamy section of the song, and it is notated, like the notes that you have to actually sing, but you can riff off them. And the only thing that I would probably say is you've got to make it mean something. So why are you riffing? Why are the words suddenly running out? What is the point of that riff section? And because the emotions are too great for words, you've got to have a reason to do it. Otherwise, your riffs and runs just sound like you're practicing your singing and they don't sound authentic. Let's keep enjoying this. Isn't this beautiful? His connection to the song as well, and like the way he's expressing it, but at the same time like not screaming his face off and not like singing super duper loudly. It's just like, it's finesse at it. It's so beautiful.
Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all I've tried for 3 years, seems like 90. Why then am I scared to finish what I started? What you started, I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison. Nail me to your cross and break me, bleed me, beat me, kill me take me now before I change my mind.
I just, like, so many things going through my mind. But at the end there, wasn't that absolutely stunning how he sang pretty much 100% clear with just like a little bit of catch coming in there? And the vocal folds were so, so thin, and you could really hear that bit of sob coming in there. That's very, very similar to some of David Bowie's songs as well. It's very similar to the style. I'm thinking like Neil Diamond, and the way in which you can kind of create that slightly darker sound that he's creating is actually to strengthen your classical sound. This is why I'm a huge fan of cross-training singing, because you can take these parts from all over the place. So you could take a bit of the opera and add it into your rock, and then take a bit of the musical theater and add it in there as well. But the main thing about getting that classical sound is really that like slightly lowering of the larynx. So the larynx lives in here. And when you lower the larynx, like it's a bit of a sob. So that, and then when you move into now I'm sad and tired, da, 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 dum. And that's going to really give you that slightly more thinner, slightly more classical sounding. I'm really using that in a sort of like it's not really classical, because classical is completely different, but it comes from that sort of like technique of that very sort of sobby sound. And then it helps you take this cup away from me. That just takes a bit of time if this is like really far away from where you usually sing. But if you need any help, then hit me up in the comments, or you can book in for a discovery call or a couple of sessions. Spaces are really, really limited, but I know this type of stuff is very asked after at the moment. So, feel free to hit me up. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that we can geek out about vocal technique every single week. I'm like loving it. Hit me up in the comments. What should I have a look at next? Who should I take a look at? Because I mean, although this wasn't 100% live performance back in the 1970s, there was no auto-tune. Oh my goodness me. So like what they sang actually was what they performed. So that's why I'm absolutely happy to look at like these old recordings, because it sounded pretty fucking real to me. And none of this like computer bizzo going on, because it wasn't around. So I'll see you back here next week. Ka kite anō.